Hi, everybody. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, all right. Here we are. Ah, ready, set, and welcome to Westeros Season 1, Episode 5. Let's go. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Westeros. I am your host, Daenerys Targaryen, and we are going to make 2 recipes today from the official Westeros Cookbook. So thank you for joining. Before we dive deep into these recipes, would you be so kind as to share the live? Maybe like the live. Remember, over here on TikTok, tapping is clapping. Tap, 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 tap. Over here on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me today. Would you guys give the routine, give a like, give a follow, give a share. We're diving into Welcome to Westeros. We're going right to page 33, and it's Milk of the Poppy. Now, we're going to get, but you guys know I'm dressed as Daenerys, but it's really me, Sherilyn. Let's get into Milk of the Poppy. Let me tell you what's going on. The maesters of the Citadel had a soothing drink for the weak and infirm, a recipe known to all maesters in the 7 kingdoms. The potion contained distilled essence of the poppy and was sometimes flavored with saffron, dates, and honey. It was served warm or chilled and could be diluted with wine, tea, or brandy. Such was the sedative effect that some, most notably brothers Jaime and Tyrion Lannister, chose to endure pain and retain their ability to think clearly, knowing that the potion risked hindering their judgment. On that happy note, welcome to Westeros. I'm Daenerys Targaryen, and we are going to make this. Let me tell now, before we get into cow milk versus nut milk, I actually bought cow milk to make the recipe so that it is by the book. Though in my everyday daily life, I drink coconut milk. If you have Hashimoto's, raise your hand. You know that you can't be having cow milk like that. So I use the coconut milk. If you have oat milk, cashew milk, soy milk, use the milk that best suits your dietary needs. For the recipe's sake, we're going to use 2% cow milk because I think in Westeros they didn't have coconut milk. Okay, milk of the poppy. Okay, now let me just come clean. I should probably from this moment on review the recipe because normally I just want to come on raw and wriggling. Like that's the point. My challenge and journey in the Welcome to Westeros cooking series is that it's raw and wriggling. It's not prepped and measured because that's not what it would be like for you. Like it's raw and wriggling. So the first step is, so number 1, we need a cup of poppy seeds, 3 cups filtered water, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, 1 to 2 dates pitted. You guys ever drive from Arizona to California when you're on the 8? When you're westbound on the 8, you will go through a section. I think they actually call it date land, and it's where it's massive date farms and all they do is grow dates. And there's one. Did you notice as soon as I started talking, I started telling you a story about dates? Remind me to tell you the story about the dates. And then we need 2 tablespoons honey, and I have the honey right here. But again, for your dietary needs, if you need to sub maple syrup or maybe agave for the sweetener because of your dietary need, do it. Daenerys says do it. Then 1 teaspoon fine salt. This is the stuff I use all the time. I'm not switching to fine. I'm going to use a good old-fashioned Selena's Celtic sea salt. Now use your Westerosi sweet spice. Do you remember in our very first episode, we built all of these spices from scratch? Ah! Hi, Rob. Hi. Thank you. Thank you, Rob. YouTube over on TikTok, my friend Rob on Brand 30 just sent me a gift. And they go above your head and you do a little dance. Just like that. Just like that. Tina. YouTube over on TikTok, my friend Tina. She just sent me a gift. Thank you, guys. Hi. I appreciate the gifts. I was just saying this recipe from the official Westeros cookbook, Milk of the Poppy. It is going to call for some either ground cinnamon or Westerosi spice. And if you remember video 1, which by the way is back on the channel, I can tag it to this video. We built these spices out. So these are just ready to use. Tina, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I got a little gift. And we'll talk about why we're wearing orange today. And then here, this is for your preference. 2 to 4 ounces vanilla or regular brandy. So you can make it boozy if you want to. You can have it boozy warm. You can have it boozy cold. Oh, Rob, thank you so much for those gifts. And this is probably why Milk of the Poppy had a sedative effect on the king. Because between the poppy and the brandy, oh, a warm cup of milk with brandy would put me out like a light. You were going to say wardrobe change? Oh, I'll touch on it right now. Today is September 30th, and in the United States and Canada, on September 30th, you wear orange. I wish this was orangier or more orange. Whoa, don't trip on that. And you wear orange on September 30th just to bring attention and awareness to missing, kidnapped, murdered, missing Indigenous women. So my tribe comes from North Dakota, and a lot of the North Dakota kids, up until 1978, it was federal law in the United States that your native child, your baby, this is so heartbreaking when you think about your 2-year-old must go to the state school. And it was in their terms, their slogan was kill the native and save the man. To which you're just like, how is that even legal or history? And now even today, like my family survived the residential schools, and 1978 is when they stopped the federal practice of it's law, or the parent would go to jail and they take the child anyhow, to send your children. So orange on September 30th is for bringing awareness to missing Indigenous children. There's a lot of children who were killed in the schools and they just buried them. No ceremony, no gravestone, just, oh, a native kid died, dump them out back. And it's heartbreaking, though we move forward. And on September 30th, we wear orange to just honor and bring awareness to missing Indigenous children. So for all my native sisters and brothers out the dosha aho. All right, thank you, Rob. Thank you so much for asking. And I think next week I will have my custom-made Daenerys dress, and I will actually put the wig, what do you call these, Rob? The contacts and the Daenerys dress on. Oh, beep, beep. I have to remember to buy dragon riding jodhpur pants. Hi, Haley. Oh, Haley, you're TikTok over here on YouTube. Haley saying her school had orange shirt day today. Yes, I'm so glad to hear that. Like in the United States on Friday, we wear red to remember everyone deployed that didn't come home. And boy, we just got all kinds of fashion choices. Thank you, Haley, for acknowledging that, because I feel the same way. And my mother, she won't talk about it. She ran away from those schools and they caught her and drug her back. Oh, we're live, we're living, and now milk of the poppy. Now, here's where I was having a little joke on myself that I just committed. Remind me to tell you the date story. Committed to Ron Riglin, like just reading it, grip it, and rip it, and make the recipe. Don't fuss. But actually, this recipe needs some fussing because let's start with step number 1. Add the poppy seeds to a mason jar and cover with warm water. Put on the lid and let the poppy seeds soak for at least 3 hours, or soak them in the fridge overnight for best results. That didn't happen. I read this just about, I was talking with Deb Talks, and then I was like, oh, I gotta get ready to go live. Sorry, I didn't soak them overnight. It hasn't been 3 hours. Note to you, bing, Ned Ryerson, if you ever need to do a fast soak, get hot water and then put whatever, like if you're making beans, mayacopas, pintos, whatever you're making, you can do a hot fast soak for like an hour. It has not been an hour. By the time we get these going, it'll have been like 30 minutes. Moving on, friends. So now, step number 2, strain and add the seeds to a blender along with 3 cups of filtered water, vanilla, date, saffron, or turmeric, honey, salt, and cinnamon, or spices to taste. Then we're going to blend and strain. We need the strainer. I'm going to go downstairs and grab it. TikTok and YouTube, talk amongst yourselves. Or if you don't have like that fine mesh sieve that I have, which, yeah, get it at the Walmart, you can use cheesecloth too. Okay, I got to go downstairs and really look. I'm right here. You don't even know the trauma that is down here. I might find a dragon down here. It's so messy. I got it. Because in Westeros, we just make it happen. Now, add the poppy seeds to the mace, blah, blah, blah. Strain and add the seeds to a blender. So on your mark, get set, go. Let's go like this. Can you see? On your mark, get set. These are my poppy seeds. I've been soaking for like maybe 30 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. I don't know about this. Okay, we're going to need a tool. Hold on. Haley, I am making 2 milk drinks today from the book, the official Westeros cookbook. Tamari! Hi, beautiful. How are you doing? Tamari, are you going to be playing some music soon? What's going on? All right. Haley, if you love Game of Thrones, House of Dragon, Haley of the YouTube, Haley of the Western Realm, if you love Game of Thrones, tell me, is there any other show? You can say Lonesome Dove if you want to, because it's a close second. Is there any other show series that has been as epic as Game of Thrones? Tell me in the comments while I scrape this out. Okay, I want to get every last bit of that poppy. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Holler at me if you can. So I'm just going to go stir, 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 and out. Now, strain and add the seeds to a blender. I got the Vitamix right here. Add the seeds to a blender along with 3 cups of filtered water. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Let's go zhush, zhush, zhush. And 30. What happened to this being milk? Strain and add the seeds, fresh water, vanilla, dates, and saffron. Okay. Get ready for the tap. And guys, I'm just home from Dallas. Oh, I had the best time in Texas. Did you enjoy my fit check videos? I hope you did, because I just loved making them. And I love watching Bethany Frankel do hers. We're going to try and get every last poppy out of here. Done. Add the seeds to a blender. How many times have I said that? vanilla. Measuring tool, we need 1 tablespoon vanilla extract. That is a lot, by the way. So somebody, YouTube, DT says South Park. Like, as an answer to the question, name another television show series that has been as epic. You know what, DT? I'm going to say yes. When South Park first, Damari, thank you for the gifts. When South Park first came out, the Hooters in my neighborhood would host viewing parties, and when you came in, the menu that night was all South Park food or South Park characters, and I feel like it was brilliant on the part of their manager because the place was so packed, standing room only, people ordering a Cartman. It was like light beer. Damari, thank you so much for those gifts. Lost. Oh, YouTube. Rob is blowing it up over here. He said Lost. I'm like, wait a second. Lost was really, really epic. I don't even know about Arrowverse. I think I've seen it. Character wears green and a mask. Okay, and then filtered, the vanilla, the dates, and I have turmeric. So we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. I don't have saffron. And in my little town, trying to find it, I would have had to have ordered it. You know that's not happening. So here we go. Some turmeric. The dates. I'm not even going to go down that bunny trail. That there is a place off the 8 when you drive the Phoenix, Arizona area to San Diego on the 8. You're going to go through this area called Dateland, and all they grow is dates. And their entire local economy is around dates. And they have these funny billboards about, do you want to see a date shake? And it kind of got like an action movement. This says, ooh. Now these, oh. You want to smell it? This has been in the fridge for so long. It says 1 to 2 dates pitted. It wants me to blend them up. I do not like dates. So here's Walking Dead and Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire. Oh my gosh. Okay, so TikTok is just blowing it up with, they have, okay, I Will Eat Crow in the next show. That you're right. There are other absolutely epic. I think I have roughly the equivalent of 1 chopped date. It's not fresh. It was at one time. Now, if you are following along in your handy dandy book, it says we're on step number 2, honey, salt, and Westerosi spice. Let's do some salt. I'm going to do a generous pinch. Boop. Honey and Westerosi spice. Boop, boop. It said 1/4 teaspoon. Oh. Gosh, it smells so good. It's so aromatic. Rob, thank you for asking about my trip. There aren't words big enough to describe how good my trip into Texas was. I just toured all over and I loved it and I had so much fun. And then blink and it was time to come home. And here I am to be with you guys. Now, that last time I went to Tennessee, I just did the cooking show from Tennessee. Now, how much honey do we need? It says to taste. It says 2 tablespoons. I am just now coming up to speed, you guys, that I bought cow milk. I haven't even put any milk in any of this. Somebody needs to focus and pay attention. I'm going to go like that. Remember, if you're allergic to honey, use agave, let's taste it. It's good. Use agave, use maple syrup, use whatever you do. That'll keep you alive. Now we are going to, everybody get ready. This is going to get loud. And it might get loud. And it might get loud. Okay, now we are to blend this until the seeds release milk. Somebody was not paying attention. I hope you're ready, friends. On your mark, get set, go. It needs a minute or two. Is it too loud? Sorry. Yes, you won. It's not too loud. Okay. While that blends, we're going to start on one of my favorite characters, ice milk. Aha! 2 cups milk. Cut. Cinnamon stick. Stick is hot. Cardamom pods crushed. Smell it? So good. I'm going to crush the pod. Can you see? It looks like inside are the seeds. Okay. Oh, can you see it? It's looking gross. Two cups. Measure to the line, not to the top. You're going to be a guest on a podcast? What? Damari, wait a second. Damari, you're on a show, and Rob, you're going on a podcast? Where have I been? Texas? Hang on, guys. It's almost done. This needs honey. Vanilla. Vanilla. Another thing of honey. Okay, whew, look, this is my lunch. They're like the mini bagel dogs. Oh, so good. Now, whew, that was wild. What did I miss? Damari, you're on a show, but your season is wrapping. Congratulations on production. Rob, you are on a podcast too. Wow, I love it. YouTube, what's going on with you guys? If you have links to where to see your stuff, hear your music, watch your show, put it in the comments so we can all go click, subscribe, and support you. All right. Now, while the milk of the puppy was blending, which, by the way, it looks gross, okay? Let me just be truthful. We started our iced milk, and the iced milk starts with, let me read it to you, with actually heating it up on the stove. Iced Tyrion Lannister says, can I get you some iced milk and a nice bowl of raspberries too? Yes, Tyrion. Yes, you may. Here we go. Ice from the north, sawed in blocks from freshwater lakes and wrapped in sacking and hay, was sent by cart to the heist houses of the capital, great stone wells cut deep below the kitchens of King's Landing. The ice in these cold wells remained frozen even in the summer heat and was used to make sorbets, freeze cream desserts, and chill drinks such as iced milk. Now, while that was blending away and you couldn't hear a dang thing that I was saying, Rob, thank you for the share. Damari, thank you for the share. Step one, and we did all this while that was blending and you couldn't hear a thing. Add the milk, cinnamon sticks, cardamom pods, and vanilla seeds. I didn't have a vanilla bean, so I used liquid vanilla extract to a small pot on medium-high heat. Heat the milk, stirring until just boiling. That's where it's going to now. Don't let it boil. Why? Because it burns it. That was easy. Remove from the heat, cover, and let rest for about 10 minutes to allow the spices to infuse the milk. Mix a tablespoon of honey into the warm milk. Oops, we already did that. Taste and add more honey as desired. You can opt to remove the spices from them if you like stronger flavors. Leave them in. Transfer the milk to a sealable heat-proof storage container, such as a mason jar. Cover and put in the refrigerator to cool for at least an hour, and then infuse the milk and store it for up to 3 days. When cooled, shake the milk to redistribute the sugars from the honey, which may have separated, and serve over ice and garnish with an optional sprinkle of grated nutmeg or ground cinnamon. And then it has this really beautiful serving cup. I would like that, but here we go. Let's finish milk of the pape, which is strain the mixture through a cheesecloth into a bowl, squeezing as much extract out as possible. Don't see me messing with the cheesecloth today. If I seem tired and grumpy, it's because I am. I'm so grateful for the trip, but between the time change, did you guys know this on Amazing Race? That was another epic show, but it wasn't narrative, it was reality. Amazing Race, when you see that, the totality of it, start to finish, is 21 days. So what that means is you would fly and cross 8 time zones in as many days. 16, 17 days, you are flying time zone, tired, jet lagged, be able to think, to do the puzzles. Or I applied to be on Amazing Race. I just thought that would be so much fun until I heard, what do you mean you do this in 21 days? Yeah. Day 21, get on the plane, get to where you're going, do the challenge. I don't know that I'd be good at those, but I just wanted to do it. But now, let's strain this. Oh! Okay, you guys, I don't even know what we're going to get out of here. I think I'm scared. Milk of the poppy. I'm glad we actually used the milk. Otherwise, I guess they call it milk of the poppy because supposedly when we strain this, it's going to release nut milk. And have you ever heard, don't judge a book by its cover? Okay, let's go. We scared around here. Rob. Race from the bed. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's aromatic. I'm going to do, raise your hand. I can't see you. Put a hand emoji in the comments. Are you going to run a turkey trot this year, Rob? Because most of them are only 5K, which is about 3 miles, any one of you. And if you'll get in touch with Jesse Eitzler and his run, walk, run method he learned from a master 100-mile marathoner, you can do it. gosh. Oh, Woo! Who's got the brandy? We just might need it. Okay, we just might need it. Now, don't judge a book by its cover. Let's have a sip of water. Ooh, chow. Okay, let me show you real quick. This is what it's supposed to look like. All right, thank God for pictures. Whew. All right, now let's strain it. I've got a little bit of ice right here. Actually, I don't think I want anything more out of this. Okay. Yeah. There's two things to know about whatever is going on in this bowl. And that is one, the very first step. Like I'm always raw and wriggling. I do not plan it out, block it out. When I come on, I hit live. We go live. We do this mano y mano, okay, face to face. Step number one on page 33 is add the poppy seeds to a mason jar and cover with warm water. Put on the lid and let the poppy seeds soak for at least 3 hours or soak in the fridge overnight for best. We didn't even get there. It does not have the brandy. If you think I'm stalling, it's because I am. Let's go ahead and get a glass and taste this. Who wants to be the taste tester? I noticed when I made the lemon cakes, everybody raised their hand because it was time to lick the spoon. But right about now, who's going to taste this milk of the poppy? Come on. Come on. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, woo. Let's just get our gumption together. I've had worse. So now we taste and adjust the sweetness level as desired. Serve warm or chilled or mixed with 2 ounces of brandy per serving cup. You can do anything for sure. YouTube on TikTok, Rob says, not it. Whew. Every once in a while, you just make a doodle, okay? Okay, you just do. Here goes. Ooh, child. No tag backs is right. All right. So for science sake, this is what my Grip It and Rip It Milk of the Poppy looks like. This is what the book says it should look like. Rob, will you please take a screenshot? Grab a screenshot and DM it to me because this is ridiculous. For king and country. Well, it's not bad. It looks nothing like the book recipe. It could be that I use turmeric instead of saffron. Let's put some ice in it. Oh, and stir the other one. Let's put some ice in it. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it almost makes it worse. Do you guys remember Memory Heart, My Drunk Kitchen? Where is she now? This thing probably could benefit from a little bit of the brandy. We're looking for a spoon. And on we go. Whew. Are you ready, YouTube? Rob, YouTube Rob says, at least it's not the red dinner. No, it's not. How did they not see that coming? And let's go ahead for science. We shall take a second sip. Milk of the poppy. Okay, one, I'm so glad I tried a new recipe. That is the joy of cooking, to try a new recipe, try something new. As a parent of the most beautiful child ever to hit the planet, was the most pickiest eater. And I just always try to tell my child, just try it, just take a bite, lick it. If you have to, try something new, because you never know. And I'm very grateful. I tried milk of the pop, and you guys, I can't sleep. I cannot sleep. And so I was thinking, oh, what if this milk of the poppy, yes, possibly, Rob. What if, my thought was in making this recipe, what if milk of the poppy is like a natural, relaxing sedative? I do not take the melatonin, which is a natural sleep aid, because I have Hashimoto's disease and I take a thyroid hormone pill every dang day for decades. And the Hashimoto's hormone medicine will slap all y'all twice and cut you on the way out. You do not mess with the hormone and the thyroid. So did you know this? Melatonin at its base is a hormone. So I can't take melatonin. And I was like, ooh, child, I'm going to figure out like something stronger than chamomile tea. Kava kava gives me a sick belly. Nope. I don't see me relaxing at the end of the day. I got all these brand new books. I just want to spend my day. I've got to go back to work, but I got to spend my day. I want to spend it reading. It does not look like this. I can't explain it. We have our second recipe to finish. You know what? Bada boom, bada bing. We tried something new. I really think that if they were administering this for pain, anxiety, sleep problems, I don't think it was milk of the poppy. I think they were drunk. Because you can put brandy in it. Vanilla brandy was what the recipe called for. And if it was warm with brandy, I think I'd be out like a light. Okay, now here's something. I hope you can see this. I'm going to bring it up close. This is what we're finishing. This is the iced milk. And if you look inside this gorgeous goblet, it looks like it, again, is light colored. And I've got ours right here. Who wants this? Like when I was making cakes, I got a lot of requests for, do I mail? Do you want me to mail this to you? Bueller? No takers for mailing this. Like, this is something not even the dog will eat. Maybe I'll put it out for the donkeys. I don't know. It might just have to go down the drain. Ice from the north, sawed in blocks from fresh water. Now, here was the important thing in step number 3 for ice milk. You can opt to remove the spices or keep them in if you like stronger flavors. I like stronger flavors. By the way, Grandma made some banana bread. No chocolate chips. And it is so bland. She's like, what's that face you're making? And I didn't want to say anything. She's like, no, really? What do you really think? I'm like, it's bland. She's like, I know. Great. Hugh. Hi, Hugh. Friend, I am watching you crush it. Absolutely crush it. High five. YouTube over here on TikTok, if you need a custom made t-shirt for your family reunion, your homecoming, your doodah, your baby's birth, whatever you're doing, contact Hugh, Hugh Prince. High five. High five. Ooh, scandalous. Rob on TikTok says, serve it to your enemies. I just might, Rob, because it tastes not favorite. Not good. Thank you, Hugh. I just got a gift from Hugh. That YouTube, that is the fun thing about TikTok, is that you just do these little gifts and they're fun. Let's finish our ice milk. We've got it all done. Honestly, if it was me, I would choose to keep the spices in. It said put it in a mason jar. I got one right here. See, I got a little one. We're going to do these two. And honestly, look, can you see it? Can you see? It literally just looks like simmered milk. It smells good. It's not strong enough. I feel like it needs to be sweeter. Frenchies, welcome. Hey, hon, glad you're here. I got my cardamom pods in there and the cinnamon stick, a tablespoon of honey, and a pinch of salt. We need a funnel. Trust me, we need a funnel. And actually, I think I'm gonna need a bigger jar. We're gonna need a bigger boat. I'm over here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right there. Okay. It is a canning style jar. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3. I am leaving our spices in. We're going straight into the jar, and then what is left over, we will, oh, look at that. Almost perfect measurements. We're going to put the rest into this glass. Oh, actually, watch. We'll go like this. Everybody's in there. Boy, that is perfect. Can you see? You guys say something if you can't see. Okay, this is what I thought the other would have looked like. This is supposed to be the iced milk. You can serve it warm or cold. So here in Arizona, it's still quite warm, but let's have a sip of a hot beverage. First thing you did was eat the husk from the cardamom. Okay, it's nice, but you know there's always a but. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Once again, I just sucked up a bunch of the cardamom pit. Last taste. More cardamom pit. Okay, let's stop while we're ahead. In the words of what I just had to say to Grandma about her banana bread, it's bland. There's an easy way to fix bland ice milk. I would add some of the Westeros spice. Remember we made those. I would add a second cinnamon stick. It's just okay. Honestly, like it is work. It is work. Oh, how about this? Our first recipe was the milk of the poppy. You guys, this happens, okay? This happens. If we were like win or lose, was this a winning recipe? No, it wasn't, okay? That is not alien ship hovering over my house ready to extract me. It's a cloud. Maybe it is an alien ship. Take me away. This is the milk of the poppy and milk of the poppy. And the answer is no. No, I really wanted that to be a wonderful sleep elixir. It's not. Try it yourself. Don't take my word for it. The beauty of science is proposing a hypothesis and then testing it. I don't like my milk of the poppy, and this is the iced milk. Now the directions say, put it in the refrigerator to cool for at least an hour. The infused milk can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. When cooled, shake the milk to redistribute the sugars from the honey, which may have separated. Serve over ice and garnish with an optional sprinkle. Blah, 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 blah. How about this? The iced milk hot actually is okay. Rob, yes. TikTok Rob has said that needs more brandy. I didn't put brandy in any of mine, but I am like, you know what? Vanilla brandy would take this up the notch. Emerald Lagasse, bam! And actually, you could drink this if it had the brandy. Just as it is, no. So how about this? I just want to give you a high five. You did it. You did it. We tried 2 more recipes out of the official Westeros cookbook. And kudos to us for trying something new, for being adventurous. The kitchen is always a good time. You never know what's going to happen. Iced milk and milk of the poppy are not my favorite recipes. Now, next week, we have the option of doing lamprey pie. Who has lamprey eels? Needs more brandy. Yes, Rob, more brandy. That is like the answer for the rest of the day. Who has lamprey eels nearby? Bye, Hugh. I'm so glad you stopped. Keep winning. Keep winning, Hugh. And in fact, I'm going to pinch a piece of winning off of you, Hugh, and put it on me. Thank you, Hugh. Lamprey pie, those are a type of eel, and I've only seen it in the Chicago aquarium. I haven't seen it in real life. Pigeon pie, look at that sucker. You guys, yeah, that's going to be toodles. That is going to be quite the, oh, here's what we need to make. Mulled wine. Who votes? Let me know in the comments. Who votes for lamprey pie, mulled wine, pigeon pie, mulled wine, or Shay's fish pie? Mercy. Burnt lemon tarts. Oh, those lemon cakes. Rhaenyra's lemon cake. I know. Frenchie said it. Frenchie said, let's do the mulled wine. I'm going to have to take the rest of Tuesday off work next week because if I'm making mulled wine, I might as well make the mulled wine and then just dive into all these books I brought home from Texas. Oh, this is an advanced recipe. Roasted boar. Okay. You know what? TikTok might have it because TikTok has voted for mulled wine twice. Going once, mulled wine for next week. Or we could make roast duck or mulled wine. Or we could make, oh my gosh, recipe is advanced. Lara Strong's meat pie or mulled wine. I'm giving you options here. Duck! Okay, gotta vote for duck. Ooh, poached pears or mulled wine. So there is something that if you decide to take on this challenge, oh, I love a meat pie. I do. It's, you know what it is, what my big grouse is, and TikTok, YouTube, you can't see the TikTok chat. They're answering in comments what to make next week. It is still, in my opinion, poached wine. Yes, Rob. It is still hot here. And as a person who loves cold weather, I'm not sure why I live in the desert, but I love cold weather and I would not mind one bit making lamprey eel pie, pigeon pie, mulled wine Shay fish pie, roasted boar, duck. I don't mind doing Lara Strong's meat pie. It's just so hot. So we might just settle in on mulled wine and poached pears next week. But my thought is, you guys, I had to make a choice, either jump around or to go page by page, like start at page 1 and go to recipe 1, recipe 2, recipe 3. And I didn't because of the heat. And we started this we've been together 5 weeks, friends. High five for being together for 5 weeks. We have 100 recipes to go. We did 2 today, and Welch pasties. Oh, I just want to eat me some Welch pasties. I do, Gran, I do. The recipes in here, I think they're good and I like them. It could be like why this came out so botched. It could be the user, okay? I don't blame the recipe. You don't hate the game, hate the player. Isn't that the saying? I don't know. How about this? We will be back again next Tuesday at 2 p.m. I'm not sure when they do the time change because Arizona doesn't, but the goal is to stay at 2 p.m. And right now, Arizona and Pacific are the same time. But if and when whatever happens with time change, guess what? it's still 2 p.m. Arizona because I'm in Arizona. And true story, when I'm out and about wild, in the world and there's time changes, I don't know what time it is because time doesn't change here. So moving on, there's a link for this. I will have it posted up. The shortcuts will be on YouTube. Forgive me, YouTube. I did not get those Ramirez cakes shortcut. They are now and getting ready to be posted because last week it was boom chicka boom. We did this live and I left for Texas and I just got back. Orange, remember, for the missing indigenous. And you guys, thank you so much. You know how we do it, TikTok. Thank you so much for watching with me today. I'm glad you're here. Do all the things, the like, the comment, the share, the subscribe, and I will see you back here next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Jakaris, YouTube.